Since the dawn of civilization, humanity has looked to the skies, the stars, and the mysteries of the unknown in search of answers about the future. Prophets, seers, and ancient texts have claimed to reveal what lies ahead. Some prophecies sound poetic and symbolic, others eerily precise, and in a world shaped by technology, science, and rapid change, many wonder have the predictions of the ancients already come true. Tonight, we explore the fascinating world of ancient prophecies and how they may connect to our modern reality. Let's begin with one of the most famous names in prophecy, Nostradamus. Born in 1503 in France, Michel de Nostradam wrote his Les Prophéties, a collection of cryptic verses known as. These writings are often vague, open to interpretation, yet believers claim they foresaw major events: the rise of Napoleon, the Great Fire of London, the French Revolution, even the World Wars. Critics argue that Nostradamus's verses are so broad they can be molded to fit almost anything, but that has not stopped his reputation from growing. Today, many people still scour his writings, trying to connect them to the future of our world. But long before Nostradamus, other cultures also left records of predictions. The Bible, for example, is filled with prophetic texts. The Book of Revelation, written by John of Patmos, describes visions of beasts, plagues, and a final battle between good and evil. For centuries, readers have tried to link these apocalyptic images to real events. Some interpret a revelation as symbolic of struggles in the early Christian era. Others believe it points to future global catastrophes, even the end of the world itself. Wars, pandemics, and natural disasters have often been framed as signs of these biblical prophecies unfolding. The ancient Maya are another civilization tied to prophecy. Their long count calendar famously ended a major cycle in December 2012. This sparked widespread speculation that the Maya predicted the end of the world. Of course, the world did not end. Scholars argue the Maya were not predicting doomsday, but marking the close of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Yet the global fascination with 2012 shows just how deeply humanity longs to connect ancient wisdom with present fears. In the East, prophecies also abound. In Hindu texts, time is divided into vast cycles, called ut. According to tradition, we live in the Kali Yuga, the age of decline, when virtue fades and darkness rises. Ancient writings describe this era as one of corruption, greed, and chaos, eventually leading to renewal. When we look at modern society, political unrest, climate challenges, technological disruptions, some find the descriptions eerily familiar. Could we be living through the very age described thousands of years ago? Chinese prophecy also offers fascinating insight. The Tui Bei Tu, written during the Temzi dynasty, is a series of poems and illustrations believed to predict the future of China and the world. Some interpreters claim it foresaw the fall of dynasties, foreign invasions, and even the rise of modern leaders. While skeptics argue that the verses are symbolic, believers see uncanny parallels to recent events. Another intriguing case is the Oracle of Delphi in ancient Greece. For centuries, rulers and generals consulted the priestess of Apollo before making major decisions. Her cryptic answers shaped wars, policies, and empires, while her words were often ambiguous. Many were recorded as astonishingly accurate, such as warning King Croesus of Lydia that if he went to war with Persia, a great empire would fall. He assumed it meant Persia's empire. Instead, it was his own. The story reminds us that prophecy is often about interpretation, not certainty. Let's consider natural disasters. Ancient prophecies frequently spoke of great floods, earthquakes, and fire from the sky. In today's world, climate change brings rising seas, hurricanes, and wildfires. Could these fulfill ancient visions? Or are they simply universal fears shared by humanity across time? Scientists warn of increasing global risks, and ancient prophecies echo those warnings in poetic form. Technology adds another layer. Some ancient visions describe communication across distances, flying machines, or weapons of great destruction. For example, Hindu epics like the Mahabharata describe vimanas, flying chariots, used in battles, and weapons that sound strikingly like modern nuclear bombs. Were these pure myths, or imaginative glimpses of technologies that humanity would one day create. Even more intriguing is how modern people continue to reinterpret ancient texts. Every generation, new events seem to fit old prophecies. The rise of dictators is linked to Nostradamus. Pandemics are tied to biblical warnings of pestilence. Space exploration and artificial intelligence are compared to myths of gods and creations rebelling against their makers. Whether these are coincidences or evidence of timeless truths remains an open question. It's also important to examine why prophecies endure. Psychologists explain that humans seek patterns and meaning, especially in times of crisis. Prophecies give shape to uncertainty. They provide comfort, warning, or even hope. A prediction may not need to be accurate to be powerful. It only needs to resonate with people's fears and desires. But there are also moments when prophecy and reality align in unsettling ways. Consider the prediction of the Prophet Muhammad about signs of the last day, including tall buildings, widespread injustice, and people competing in wealth. Today, with skyscrapers rising across deserts, many see these words as incredibly relevant. Similarly, in Native American traditions, prophecies speak of the earth suffering when humans forget to live in balance with nature. Modern environmental struggles, from deforestation to pollution, sound like echoes of these warnings. These voices from the past remind us of values we may have neglected. So, what does all of this mean for us today? Do ancient prophecies actually foretell modern events, or do we shape them to match our reality? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. Prophecies often use symbolism, metaphor, and imagery. They may not predict exact dates or names, but they capture patterns of human behavior and cycles of history. In that sense, they remain timeless. The real power of prophecy may not be in predicting the future, but in shaping how we act in the present. When people believe in a prophecy, they often change their behavior, consciously or unconsciously. In this way, prophecy can become self-fulfilling. Fear of disaster can drive preparations. Hope for renewal can inspire reform. As we face the challenges of our own age, climate change, rapid technology, political conflict, and global uncertainty, we continue to look backward for guidance. Ancient prophecies, whether from holy texts, ancient calendars, or seers of old, continue to capture our imagination. They remind us that the question of the future is as old as humanity itself. In the end, the mystery of prophecy is not whether it is true or false, but why it endures. Across cultures and centuries, people have sought answers about tomorrow in the wisdom of yesterday. Whether seen as divine messages, poetic metaphors, or psychological reflections, prophecies bridge the ancient and the modern, linking human hope and fear across time. So perhaps the real prophecy is this: that humanity will always search for meaning in the unknown, always seek signs in the stars, and always wonder if the future has already been foretold. If you enjoyed this journey through ancient prophecies and their echoes in our modern world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep explorations into history's greatest mysteries.